soccer fans, welcome back to Everything Nigeria Football, where we talk about the latest happenings in the world of sports. What happened over the weekend in the Nigerian Premier Football League, where we understand a couple of teams got winning, some played draw, while some are lost. We'll talk about that in very fine details. Also, over the weekend, Nigerian Super Eagles were in action as they played 2 out of their matches for the World Cup qualifiers to go down by 2026 that will be co-hosted by United States of America, you're talking Canada, as well as Mexico. And now, leave that place, we talk about how NFF shuns wardroom as Madugu names players that will play in the last phase of the qualifying stages for next year's African Cup of Nations, Women's African Cup of Nations. Now, we talk about Nigeria under 20 that defeated Tanzania over the 2-legged ties. Under 20 Nigerians are now set to play Burundi, and after Burundi, if they get the win across 2 legs, they will advance into the World Cup that will go down next year, 2024 in Colombia. And also we'll talk about the Super Eagles setup at length. After that particular match, a lot of critics has come on board, despite us having a bunch of players, lots of talent at our disposal. But then Super Eagles struggles yet again to score often. We'll talk about what happened in the first match of the Nigerian National League, where Ekiti United got the better of Abia Comets 3-0 ended at the Oluyemi Kayode Stadium, and some of other teams in the NNL picking up wins, starting the season on a very bright note. My name is Joshua Ojo. Unfortunately, I'm flying solo again this week, but then T-Wonder will do well to join the conversation all the way from the commercial capital in Lagos State when the time is right. Trust me, I'll do very, very well to give you the latest and the fine details of every sporting stories down here. Now, we begin the conversation from the Nigerian National League NNL as Ekiti United pushed 3 goals past Abia Comets on opening day. I will talk about the latest stories from the Nigerian National League. But first, we'll start off from the story that we hear from Ekiti representative in the Nigerian National League after the first half dominance, 3-0 ended in the first half, and then the coach of Abia Comets did a couple of substitutions which paid off for him as they had the bulk of possession, but then they couldn't get back into the game, and 3-0 ended in favour of Ekiti United on Sunday as they kick off the season in grand style. It was a dramatic 8 minutes for Abia Comets Football Club of Umuahia at the Oluyemi Kayode Stadium in Ado-Ekiti, Ekiti State, as they were beaten by 3-0 by the Ekiti United Football Club during their fixture 1 match in the Nigerian National League. The Umuahia-based team conceded 3 goals in the first half of the game, with 3 goals coming within 8 minutes of the first half as Ekiti United ran riot on the away team. Ekiti United took the lead the 4th minute, which left Comets goalkeeper Kingsley helpless on the turf. And now the team conceded the second one and the third goals within 4 minutes through the goals from Wadulu Ofoni and George Ajedara, as the first half ended in 3-1. In the second half, the coach Kevin Hedge, which is also known as Murillo, tried to change a couple of approaches to the game with a couple of early substitutions before the restart of the second half. But when he introduced Douglas as well as Ebuka Lazarus and Chibueze Lamba to replace Arinze Njoku, we're talking Olie and Ogoke Kingsley, the changes worked for Abia Comets in the second half of the game as they dominated the game quite well. He had the bulk of possession, but then they couldn't get the better of Ekiti United. They couldn't even come back or score a goal. He ended 3-0 in favour of Ekiti United, and lots of people have applauded Ekiti United, having gone through series of pre-season tours and then playing quite well in the preseason, and now they've showed dominance in their first match. Many teams to come, talking Vandresa and that same thing, another top side, they bid to qualify to the Nigerian Premier Football League this season. Quickly, we talk about what transpired across different centres in the Nigerian National League, as we understand that in the same Southern Conference that the Ekiti United are, a couple of other matches, did go down, and we understand that in the Southern Conference A, I beg your pardon, that Ekiti United are the total number of goals 13 scored, no away wins, home wins 3, and we have 3 draws and lost of 3. Dakada FC did play the 2-2 draw with 1472 FC, while FC Robbers of Calabar defeated Stormers FC by Longo. Vandresa defeated Coal City FC all the way from Enugu by Longo. United played 3-0 with Abia Comets, as we stated earlier. Beyond Limits and Madiba played a 1-1 draw, same scoreline with Smart City and Edel FC. In Conference B, total number of 8 goals were scored, no away wins, 4 wins, no draws and 4 losses. Solution FC beat Trade Safe FC by lone goal. Ijebu United defeated International Lagos with 2-1. Crown FC beat FC1 Rocket of Uyo by 2-1. Giant Brillas defeated Ikorodu FC by lone goal. And in Conference C, we understand that the total number of goals scored there were 11 goals, no away win, 3 home wins, just a draw, and 3 losses. Nasarawa United defeated Zamfara United by lone goal. Yobe Desert Stars and Mighty Jets FC played a 2-2 draw. Wiki Tourists put 5 goals past EFCC, and NAFSC defeated Abiola Bukola Saraki FC by lone goal. And in Conference Group D, total number of 5 goals were scored, 1 away win, first away win of the season. Wow, what a way to start the season. 2 home wins, no draws, and 3 losses. We understand Sokoto United won, City FC nothing. Kebbi United were defeated by Sporting Supreme by 1-2, while Jigawa Golden Stars beat their opponent by a lone goal. Now we talk about the state of things, how the table looks like in Conference A. Again, the United currently topping the log, closely followed by Rovers FC of Calabar, Von Dresser, all getting a vital 3 points in the first match. 1472 FC, Dakar FC, Edel FC, Madiba FC, as well as Beyond Limit, as well as Smart City FC, all having 1 point each, while Coal City, Thomas FC, as well as Abia Comets, no points yet from the first match group. In Conference B, Crown FC of Ogbomoso tops the log with 3 points. Ijebu United closely followed, same points with Giant Brilliance and Solution FC. International Lagos FC1 Rocket, Ikorodu FC, Trade Save FC, Osun United FC, Warri Wolves, all having no points, and exception to Osun United and Warri Wolves are yet to play their match. And in Conference C, we understand Wiki Tourists of Bauchi tops the log, same points with Nasarawa United and NAFFC. Mighty Jets and Yobe Desert Stars has a point each, but the rest have no points. Talking about Air Academy, EFCC, ABSFC, and Zamfara United. And in Conference D, Sporting Supreme top of the log with 3 points. Jigawa Golden Stars second on the log, same points with Sporting Supreme, as well as Sokoto United having 3 points, while Kebbi United, City FC, Adamawa FC, as well as the last team there, Mainland Taki KFC, are yet to get a point. That is the state of things in the Nigerian National League. Next weekend, a couple of games will also be upon us, as we'll talk more about Nigerian National League in verifying details. So away from that now, we'll talk about the CAF Women's Champions League that the crescendo over the weekend, where we understand Mamelodi Sundowns yet again beating SC Casablanca to win the trophy. And after that win in the final, Mamelodi Sundowns played from the group stage through to the finals without losing a match. Some form right there by the South African base. Yet again, the champions, proving why they are the champions yet again at the continental stage. A couple of teams like Amcamp Dakoa did got to the last 4, but then they were unable to push out to get into the final stage. Mamelodi Sundowns, since the inception of this particular tournament, they've won it twice now and came runners-up just once. Now, we'll quickly look at the story reaching us about Mamelodi Sundowns. Mamelodi Sundowns won the African Champions Women's category for the second time with 3-0 win over debutants Sporting Club de Casablanca in Ivory Coast. Tokeole set South Africa on their way in Kogo in the 21st minute penalty, which was given by handball of Archie Asamake following a video assistant referee review, while Rabale added second 3 minutes later with a low left foot shot from the edge of the area, which formed the bottom right corner, and the goalkeeper Andile Lamini preserved a clean sheet for Sounders when she bravely dived smoother and effort from Adiara, and Tekole came slowly from 12 yards and round off the scoring with 12 minutes remaining. Dominant display for Mamelodi Sundowns of South Africa, and have won the second title since the inception of the women's category, talking about the CAF Champions League. And now, away from the CAF Champions League women's category, now we talk about the Nigerian under-20 women's qualification in the bid to qualify for the World Cup that will go down in Colombia next year, 2024. Nigeria beat Tanzania 2-1 at home to set up a 3-2 aggregate, and now they set to face Burundi in the clash. The bid to qualify for Colombia 2024. Janet and Crawford for Longshore did got on the score sheet. The Nigerian under-20 Falconets did score first, and an equalizer came from the Tanzanians before Comfort for Longshore scored the winning goal. And on her Twitter page, she did appreciated the support of the fans, as well as gave all the thanks to Almighty God to be able to play for the Falconets, as well as getting on the score sheet, getting that vital goal to take them through to the next phase of the qualifying series. NFF yet again shawns the coach that took the Super Falcons to the World Cup that was staged a couple of months ago when Nigeria went all the way to the second round before they were dumped out of the tournament by England via penalties. Sean's wardrobe yet again as Madugu submits list for African Cup of Nations. Cape Verde over two-legged ties. Our first match will go down on the 30th of November this month. We'll quickly take a look at the total numbers of players called up for that particular show. I will do a quick assessment. Do you think this squad is strong enough to take Nigeria into the next African Cup of Nations that will go down in Morocco next year? Quickly, we understand that Chiamaka Nnadozie gets the nod yet again for the Super Falcons of Nigeria. Tochukwu Oloyi as well as Christiana Obia are the goalkeepers called up. Defenders Osinachi Ohale returns, Glory Edet, Rainati Kasali, Oluwatosin Demeyin of Stade Reims, Akudo Ogbonna of Remo Stars Ladies, and Rafiat Moron plays for Stade the Reims as well. Midfielders Aluimatu Ayinde, PSFE, Christy Uchebe of Benfica, Rashida Tajibade, Deborah Abiodun, Tony Payne, and Jennifer Ichegini gets the nod. And forwards Omonishola Babashide gets the nod once again. Esther Okoronko is back. Assista Toshuala, Uche Nakano, and of course Gift Monday plays for UD Tenerife in Spain. Quite some strong squad there. A couple of new names coming on board. We're talking Glory Edet and Rainat Kasali. These are one of the girls that plays local football right here. Prior to that first match that they played in Nigerian Women Football League, many will say that a couple of talents are right there when we talk about local football. I'm not surprised some of them are getting the nod. But the big question is, beyond getting the call-up, will they get to play when it matters most? The first match will be on the 30th of November 2023, and the first leg will be next month in December. If Nigeria, the Super Falcons of Nigeria can get the better of the opponent across two-legged ties, they will advance into the African Cup of Nations women's category that will go down in Morocco next year. Now, we hit the brakes here very quickly, and when we return, we'll talk about what happened over the weekend when Nigeria and Super Eagles faced Zimbabwe as well as Lesotho. T-Wonder will join us all the way from Lagos, and together we'll talk about what happened and what you think the problem is. Uzor yet again in this story, and now shockingly, one of the NFF body did say that they are broke to sack Jose Peseiro after a poor run that this man has actually been through for quite some time. We hit the brakes here very quickly. Let's take a quick commercial from one of our sponsors, and when we return, we'll talk about the Super Eagles of Nigeria and what happened over the weekend in the Nigerian Premier Football League.
Are you single with it or you just joking? I had a split Friday but no smoking. In the room we're in, so I said just something. We should just go out and we should blow something. Like, what's poppin'?
Are you looking for a way to relax and engage yourself in sporting activities? Are you tired of boredom? Do you want to try something more fun and adventurous? Are you ready to experience real-life PUBG or Call of Duty?
What's poppin'? Just like, ooh, what's poppin'? I like you, what's poppin'? Ooh, what's good, what's poppin'?
Ultimate Ground Paintball gives you a yes to your question on where to relax, have maximum fun, and exercise your body.
So I said just something. We should just go out and we should blow something. Like, what's poppin'? Just like, ooh, what's poppin'?
It is located at Road 10 in Morocco behind Moti Funland, Areafao Road.
What's poppin'? Just like, ooh, what's poppin'? I like you, what's poppin'? Ooh, what's good, what's poppin'? Just like, what's poppin'?
For more inquiries, call or WhatsApp 091 6205 2282 or send a DM on Instagram at ultimateground_paintball_arena.
I like you, what's poppin'?
Ultimate Ground Paintball, a place of maximum fun and adventurous experience.
Welcome back from that break. Now, before we left for the break, we were talking about Nigeria and how they fared over their two matches when they played against Lesotho, Crocodiles of Lesotho, and Zimbabwe in the return leg. Now, someone that joins the conversation from Commercial Capital in Lagos State, and now together we expand the conversation of Super Eagles. Now, Tiwanda, how are you doing today? It's good to have you on the show. Good afternoon to you.
Thank you very much, George. Good afternoon, George. I'm good today. Today, it's sunny day here in Lagos. I'm good to be here again with you on the program.
All right, now, it's good to know that it's quite sunny right there in Lagos, but Let us leave Lagos conversation now and talk about what really matters. Nigeria, over 2 matches in the bid to qualify for the World Cup in 2026. And that will be co-hosted by United States of America, Canada, as well as Mexico. Now, let us talk about their performance across 2 legs. But before we go to the performances across 2 legs, let's talk about the first match while we played in Uyo. We went behind when Lesotho had scored first, but then in the second half, Nigeria got back there after the corner met Semi Ajayi for us to get an equalizer. All our efforts to score more goals and pick up the 3 points in front of our home crowds proved abortive. And now, what do you make of Nigeria's performance against Lesotho? And now Semi Ajayi getting on the score sheet after playing for Super Eagles for quite some time. And now, let me get your own general assessment of the team. What do you make of the team? And now, looking at the performance, where do you think Super Eagles is lacking? And why are we finding it difficult to find the back of the net, despite having lots of players, good strikers at our disposal?
Let me say this. The Super Eagles of Nigeria needs to work more on the connection between the midfield and the attacking first. And firstly, I would say a good one for Semi Ajayi, having scored a goal for Super Eagles after playing in a lot of matches for us here. I think I said in the last program where he scored for his club. I said he should also bring the form down to Nigeria, to Super Eagles, and he has done that for us. But I think the team coach needs to just work on the connection between the midfield and the attacking force. We are really lacking between there's a little bit of a poor connection between the midfield and the attacking players. They are not getting enough from the midfield. I'm talking about the attacking players. They are not getting enough because most of our attacking players are doing very good, very well at their club side, and they are performing week in, week out. The likes of Victor Panipe, and we have Nathan Tella at the team again. He's a very good striker. I saw the write-up by his team coach saying he's a very good player. He's able to get a good midfield support that is good at his own delivery. But it's so unfortunate that we've not really seen much from him yet. But I know in coming matches, if invited, I know we can see more from him. Then, given the attacking force and the midfielder, I think our defense too needs to be more coordinated, and we need to work more on getting a beating and a good goalkeeper. Not writing off, not pass to Uzo. I'm not writing him off, but I always say we just need to get a good keeper to support him, because it really saddens my heart when we see a free kick at the front of goal and everyone is scared because that might even be a goal again. So I guess it's going to be a good one if we can get a supporting goalkeeper to support Francis Uzo. But all the same, I believe, I think the Super Eagles of Nigeria can still do more in matches to come.
Yeah, all right, now you talked about the midfield setup. Now looking at the couple of players that were called up in the midfield setup, you're talking Frank Onyeka that plays for Brentford, Rafael Oyendika who didn't get any minutes of his time in these 2 matches. Now you talk about Joseph Aribo and some other midfielders. The only creative midfielder that we have there is Alex Iwobi. But in these 2-legged ties, I saw Iwobi going deeper deeper than Calvin Bassey, who is a centre back. Don't you think? With the players that we have right now, and don't you think the tactical plan and the tactical formation of the coach is what we should question in particularly?
True. When there's a kind of ups and downs in a team like this, we need to question the coach at first. But also, I think the NFF needs to provide more time for the Super Eagles, because when you look at it, most of their matches they tend to come in 2 days prior to the time of their matches. Some comes in even 24 hours before the match. I mean, what do you expect from a coach who just has limited time from these players to put them together and put them on the pitch? Sometimes it's not always easy for them because you have just few hours to put them together and put them on the pitch. So I think the football body in Nigeria needs to just try as much as possible to give them a good notice. Probably they should come in 4, 5, 6 days before their match, if possible, so that they can actually prepare for the match ahead. Because it's not easy for a coach who just have 24 hours to do. They are professionals. I'm not against them being a professional, but playing at the club side is different from playing at the national team in all countries, because at the club side you're always there every day. At least you're always there, let me say 6 or 7 months in a year, compared to the national team side whereby you only have few days and a few hours to play together. So I think we need to just work more on the bringing them in days before the arrival. And talking about Alex Iwobi, I guess Alex Iwobi did a very good game. He played a very good match there in the 2 legs we played. But I guess we just need somebody. Let me use this one. We need more of a creative midfielder who can actually support Alex Iwobi at the center of the pitch. Though we have the likes of Joe Aribo, Joe Aribo has not really been in the top of his game for some time now. He has been down in some of his games, and I guess he just needs some time to come back to play. So I guess we should just try and get another midfielder that can actually support the likes of Alex Iwobi at the center of the pitch. I think with that we will have a good connection with our top strikers, because we have one of the best top strikers in the world.
All right,
that's my thought.
All right, now let's talk about the second match that they played against Zimbabwe. Nigeria considered first in the first half. A free kick are very far from there. What do you make of Uzoho's positioning, and what did happen with the Super Eagles with conceding first? And now let's talk about that free kick goal. The player had it at the back of his mind that once I can get it on target, and definitely I know how we get to find the back of the net. But now Francis Uzoho not doing very well for himself yet again. Do you think it's high time this man leaves the Nigerian national setup?
Thank you, Josh. What I would just say concerning that free kick, because it's really bad for us to be considering a free kick from a 30 meter from the post. When I had to sit down, I had to sit down and check the meters of the free kick to the goal post. It was about 30 meters. That's the poor one from Francis Uzoho. His positioning was so bad because he should have done much better than what he did. Then replacing him, I guess we just need to get a backup for him, because when we tend to replace him, we tend to look for another goalkeeper. I wouldn't write Francis Uzoho. I know he has always been our number one goalkeeper, and he has always done well for the team. But I guess we just need to find an opportunity to probably put him on spot again. It's not easy. Being a top goalkeeper doesn't mean he shouldn't go through a run test again. There should be a way they should talk to him, put him through a good test again. But my own take is Francis Uzoho should get a backup goalkeeper. Or probably in our next game, we should test someone ahead of him to see if that person will give us a better game.
All right, now let's talk about Ose Peseiro. After the 1-1 draw in Uyo, we went away to play Zimbabwe. He changed a couple of players. We saw Joseph Aribo starting, Bruno Onyemachi starting, and some other players now. But then he didn't change Uzoho. But then we've left Uzoho conversation now. But look at the first match where we played 1-1 against Lesotho. Kelechi Iheanacho, Victor Boniface were one of the players that were instrumental there. But then he kept them on the bench. And when they brought a couple of players in the second half, you saw there were a little bit of changes in the match, and then it changed the face of the game. Do you think Ose Peseiro's tactical plan that day should be questioned, and do you think it contributed to us playing 1-1 draw with Zimbabwe?
What I say about the tactics in the second game, it seems like he's trying to rotate the players on ground. He wants to see if he can get another set of 11 from the ones they have gotten before. That's what I thought. But I guess he should have just maintained the 11 he used in the first match. the set of players he actually used in the first match should actually be maintained so that we can actually get a good connection and see what the problem was. But what I would just say about Jose Peseiro is I would just advise him to top up his game and find more time to go watch these players. Sit down, watch their weakness and strength. These players are not always at the top of their game most times. So inviting them home, you need to be very, very sure if they are good at that particular time. If they are the top of their game at that particular time. Now imagine inviting a player who has not even featured for his club side for a couple of matches and coming down to national team to be a starting 11 player for national team. It seems somehow to us here because we have so many other players who have better regular time at their club side and not invited. I don't know why, and I cannot answer the question. He as a team coach should be able to answer that. But still, I will only advise him to work more on his tactics and do well to pull everybody together. And let's see what we can do matches to come.
All right, now quickly, let us talk about the formation that Jose Peseiro has been using for Super Eagles for quite some time. We understand 4-4-2, but when you look at an elite football of nowadays, basically you see lots of these coaches playing 4-3-3 or 3-5-2 formation. Don't you think the formation is approaching, the approaches he used for different games should differ? And then looking at 4-4-2 formation with the star-studded team like Super Eagles of Nigeria, don't you think we should be playing more or less like a 4-3-3? Or do you share in the same sentiment with some people that said the 4-4-2 is not good enough for Super Eagles?
Okay, let me say this way. Every coach has his own best tactics. Every coach has a particular tactics where which is very good at using and is very confident and sure about. But I would only advise him to try and come up with something, like come up with another tactics that is going to help the team. Okay, come up 4-2-3-1, wherever we have I think that should be a diamond formation whereby we have a two solid midfielder, one will be the attacking front, just like Alex will be coming and going at the same time. And we have someone who is standing to support the top nine, the striker at that particular time. So I guess when we try such formation, we'll see what the problem is. We have more of players defending and we have more players attacking. I think that should be more better than the 4-4-2 he has been using. I will just advise him to and come up with another formation, another pattern of football or pattern of play or the pitch of play. So with that, I guess we can have something to talk about, something good to talk about Super Eagles. Super Eagles of Nigeria are one of the top sides in the world when it comes to world football. But we just have one or two lapses when it comes to playing, when it's time to play. Well, I guess the glory is coming back very soon.
All right, now let us leave the Super Eagles of Nigeria now. We understand, even after 2 games, we just have 2 points. South Africa will play later today. If they get a point, that means we're trailing by 4 points. And you talk about that, South Africa will be is actually the strongest team as far as that group is concerned. But now let us go to the Nigerian Premier Football League. We understand that actions unfolded over the weekend. Now, Aqua United and Remo Stars did face off in a keenly contested match, and then it ended in a 5-goal thriller, 3-2 in favor of Aqua United. Another loss for Remo Stars. What do you make of that match? Aqua United getting their second win of the season. Would you say that, yeah, the time has come? We're starting to see the reflection of how good Fatai Osho is, having put 3 goals past Remo Stars Sports Club of Ikene.
Okay, let me say this. One of the best coaches we have at homes base here in Nigeria is Daniel Umudede, and he has really done very well. But going away, like I said in the last program, going away from home, from that pitch at Remo, it's always a difficult thing for them. I don't know why, but I think Coach Daniel needs to sit down and go back to his drawing board and check what the problem might be. Because if you notice, most of their away games this season so far has been either a draw or a loss. I'm not sure they had a draw recently.
They've actually won away from home to Bayelsa this season.
Just one game. So, but I would just advise them to still sit down because a draw from home also matters a lot. A draw is more preferable than a loss because a draw is a 1 point, and a 1 point game can actually win a league. But still, I guess he should just work directly from his drawing board to know what the problem is when going away from home. Then after United, let me say big congratulations to Chief Coach Fatai Osho. It's a good one for him beating Remo Star. Let me don't use the word almighty for them, but Remo Star is one of the biggest and the strongest football club we have here at home base. But I would not say it's a comeback for them. I would just advise, like I used to say, Coach Fatai Osho should still sit down, go back to the drawing board, and still work more with his players. Put them together. They shouldn't see their win against Remo as the final game because they still have more games to play. Though a win for them at home against Remo is a good one. Win against Remo is a good game for them. But still, they still need to sit down, look at what they can put in place for their next game to come. That's what I'm saying. So they shouldn't see that they won and they're beating a mighty Remo Star and they should sit down at home. So they can still do more for us. We want to see more of Coach Fatai because we know very well he's one of the best coaches in Nigeria. When we mentioned likes of Fidelis and Coach Daniel, they will still mention likes of Fatai Osho too because he's one of the best coaches we have when it comes to home base. But a good one for them and a good win for them.
All right, now let us talk about Shooting Stars that defeated Kano Pillars in front of their home crowd at the Lekon Salami Stadium, Madama Singba. One goal, he ended right there, beating Kano Pillars. You would say Kano Pillars have not been a good side at leaving their home turf. We're talking about Sani Abacha Stadium in Kano State. Are playing most of the all their away games so far this season. They've not even picked up a point. They've all lost. But now Shooting Stars beating a strong side like that of Kano, irrespective of where they played last season. Shooting Stars now goes joy stop with the likes of Doma United and one other team. Now, what do you make of Shooting Stars' performance lately? And then beating strong side like that of Kano Pillars to back all 3 points.
Congratulations to Shooting Stars or Ibadan, the Stars. Let me say it's always a good one for them to win at home because the chance from their own crowd alone is enough for them to win a match. And for Kano Pillars, I guess it's not a good one for them to come all the way from the northern part of the country to lose at home, the third of the past year. I'm going to advise their coach to look into what would have been the matter. It's not advisable for you to leave home and not even pick a point from your matches so far this season. Those points are very important and very, very crucial. They can do something for your team when it comes to positioning on the table. So I guess Kano Pillars need to work more when it comes to going away from their home at the Sani Abacha Stadium. But a good one for the Remo Stars, and I was able to, I think I read the write-up a few days ago, 2 days ago, where the owner of Ilaji was trying to advise people to support Shooting Stars because he was there on their last match. He was there against Kano Pillars to watch the match, and he was like, he wants people to support Shooting Stars when it comes to financial aspect and some other things so that the team can grow faster. But a good one for them, and congratulations on their win.
All right. Now, before I let you go, T-Wonder, let's quickly talk about Rivers United picking up a win against Abia Warriors, and also Enyimba FC of Aba beating Lobi Stars of Makurdi, who have been firing from all cylinders this season, to condemn them to the second defeat yet again in front of their home crowd. So Miari nodding home in the first half of the match to put the People's Elephants in front. What do you make of Enyimba FC beating Lobi Stars of Makurdi and Rivers United, former champions, getting the win over Abia Warriors?
Okay, let me say, Finidi George has been a very solid coach since edging Enyimba United. But I know this season has been a lot of ups and downs for him. I guess maybe because he has not really been active when it comes to Enyimba. He has been both at the home base and actually at the national cup. But still, he has been one of the best coaches when it comes to Nigeria Professional League. It's a good win for them against Lobby Star. They did very well. It's good for you to always try pick a point when it comes to your home. But let me say this concerning Lobby. I don't know what has been happening this season. I guess Lobby has not really been at the top of their game this season. Because the Lobby I used to know has really been a very tight side. Though I think last season they considered more last season, I guess, and they didn't really score much last season. But they were opportune to meet up with the top 3 or top 2 at their own time when it comes to, I think, their own division then.
Yeah.
But they still need to work on themselves. And then since I think they lost actually, right? Am I right?
Yeah, actually switched from Lobby Stars to Enyimba.
So since they lost actually, which I see was their strong man, they've not really been at the top of their game. So I will just ask them to not lose focus and work more on their game. Then to Rivers United. Rivers United is, let me just say, a giant here in Nigeria when it comes to FPL. So we don't tend to win all games as a football club, but they also need to top up their game this season, because I can see Doma United topping the chart. Am I right?
Yes. Doma is top on the log right now.
This season, Doma is top on the log right now. So Doma just promoted. If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, 2 seasons ago.
Okay, so the likes of Enyimba, likes of Rivers, and Akwa United needs to look into what is going on when it comes to pitch play, because a lot is happening in clubs. But when it comes to pitch play, they need to know what is going on. They need to go back to the drawing board and see what is really happening. Though I wouldn't say Doma United has really been a better side this season. I only watched one of their games this season. I was against Shooting Star at their home at Adamasida. Those boys played good. They played very well. They played like a good team, Doma United. So, but I would just advise that the likes of Lobby and Akwa United, Rivers United should top up their game so that they can be one of the top 3 at the end of the season.
All right, thank you very much for your time and contribution, Tiwanda. I thoroughly appreciate you. I do wish I see you on the next episode again.
Thank you very much. It's nice being here.
All right, enjoy the rest of your day.
All right, thank you. You too.
That was Tiwanda joining from commercial capital Lagos State, and together we've been able to expand the conversation as far as the conversation between Super Eagles and the Nigerian Premier Football League is concerned. And now, as it stands now in the Nigerian Premier Football League, Doma United topping the chart after 9 games with 17 points. Same points tied with Lobby Stars of Makurdi and Shooting Stars. A 4th on the log is Raymond Stars after that loss to Akwa United, having played 8 games with a game in hand with 15 points. Same points with Enugu Rangers. Bendel Insurance occupies the 6th position. Plateau United are lost to Doma United. They occupy the 7th position. Sporting Lagos 8 on the log with 12 points. Same points with Rivers United, Katsina United, Abia Warriors, Kano Pillars, and Gombe United, who occupies 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th positions respectively. And 14 on the log is Sunshine Stars with 10 points from 9 games. Kwara United 10 points from 9 games. Enyimba FC of Aba 7 games played at 10 points from 16 games. 17th Akwa United, even after that 5-goal thriller win against Remo Star Sports Club of Ikene. They are still in the relegation waters. 9 games played, 10 points. Bayelsa United, 9 games played, 8 points, 18th on the log. Niger Tornadoes, 19th on the log with 8 points. Atlanta FC of Owerri, who are yet to win a game this season, have been drawn 6 games, last on the log. And now you look at a couple of teams that has 10 points: Sunshine Stars, Kwara, Enyimba, and Akwa United. All having 10 points, but then it's the goal superiority and goal inferiority that keeps them where they are right now. Now, also a couple of teams having 12 points. You're talking Sporting Lagos, Rivers United, Katsina, Abia Warriors. Also, it's a matter of goals different. Now, beyond what we've seen in a group in the match day 9, we want to see better competitiveness as far as this league is concerned. But I must tell you, the league has been, quite some interesting matches we've seen this season so far since the start of the season. Now, this is where we draw the curtain for this show, on this episode of Everything Naija Football. Do well to like our videos and hit the subscribe button so that anytime we drop a new video, you get to see a notification. A big shout out to everybody behind the scenes, completely made sure that this show was a success. Thank you very much. We'll see you on the next one. My name is Joshua Ojo.